So, like, do you think my dick can fit in your mouth?
They just scratch my balls too. A little quick one.
I think I'm falling in love with Olivia. I didn't realize you were the Iron Chef. Oh, my bad. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
no.
How'd you just go back there and cook everything yourself? Does that sound good? Hey, welcome to the Perfect Amount Podcast of the day. And today we're gonna be talking
Making
about...
out.
Yeah.
What up, guys? I am horny. I was just taking a dumper. I hardly knew her. But, okay. No, welcome back to Perfect Amount Podcast. We are inconsistent as hell lately.
Yeah.
But whatever, it's fine. This one can be shorter, by the way, since you have to leave anyways. So,
Okay. Let's do like a tight 30.
okay.
Get some good stuff in there.
Yeah, it'll be easier for me to cut it, too. Oh! Perfect thing for me to talk about.
Okay.
So, just before, I just got food right before we started doing this. And right before I left, I was editing a clip from our last episode.
Nice.
It was the one where you're talking about growers versus showers, because I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah,
'cause it
I
was
thought
it was very funny.
good part.
Yeah. Clipped it, put it on TikTok, came out here, tell you I'm going to get food, go to my car, go to check it, removed. Well, the video wasn't removed, but the sound was removed, so it's pretty much just worthless.
What was it, like 10 minutes?
What?
Like from the time you posted it to the time it got removed?
Oh, probably like 5. It's fucking
5 minutes.
Dude, I was so bummed.
Why?
I'm like, this one is so funny. This is gonna be a banger.
I wonder if you could like edit it a little bit differently, maybe manipulate it a little bit.
Dude, I don't even know what.
Could you
'cause
just
it wasn't-
repost it?
I mean, yeah, but I don't want to get like in trouble. I mean, I don't think it counts as like a strike, but if we violate too many times, we already have another one.
We do?
I don't remember
For what?
I don't know. But I wasn't even like that vulgar.
Yeah, it wasn't that
Like
bad.
the most vulgar was the part where Ashley was like, "What the fuck are you guys talking about?" And you're like, "We're talking about our dicks." That was probably the most vulgar part.
Yeah, I've seen worse stuff on like
Yeah.
TikTok.
I know. Like what we were just talking about. Yeah. Talking about big old cocks on the talk.
Yeah.
Ooh, cock talk. We should make that. That would be good.
What? What will we talk about?
No, not a podcast.
Oh.
Like an app.
And what does it do?
It's like TikTok, but for like cocks. Women, if they want to see that, gay men.
I don't know if we're gonna get a big share of that market, to be honest.
Okay.
There's already meat spin, so
That's just one static image or one GIF loop, though.
I don't know. We can look into it.
Yeah. Anyways, so that got removed. The sound got removed, so I was pretty bummed about that. And then, that's pretty much it. That just really pissed me off. I spent a whole 10, 15 minutes editing it. It was crazy. They're out to get us. They're silencing us.
Yeah.
Yeah, TikTok, why don't you
Right
guys silence some people who are actually damaging society other than us talking about fucking penises? Not fucking penises, but like about emphasis penises. Peni.
Penis.
Yes.
That's like cacti. It's the plural.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, another thing, breaking news that happened while I was taking a dump. So, this person we went to high school with,
Okay.
good guy, love him, very religious dude, Mormon.
I was making sure my mic was on. Okay.
Oh God, I saw the
I did
levels
too, but
moving.
like for a second. Yeah. Okay.
So I saw him post something on Instagram, pictures of a new car. I'm like, oh cool, boy got a new car. And then I read the caption. Congratulations to me. I can't believe things happen for a reason. I just got a new whip, and I'm so grateful to God and my coach. Okay, normal stuff.
Okay. Right.
I just want to use this opportunity to tell y'all that Bitcoin mining helped me get this car. and I never knew it really worked. I invested $3,000 and I got profit of $30,000 after 2 hours of trading with the help of my coach.
So he's in a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's wild though?
Can I see who it is?
You know him, right? That's not.
Oh
his
wait. Ah.
Do not.
I kind of knew him.
You knew of him.
I knew
though.
of him. Yeah.
Okay, so
Classic Mormon to Bitcoin mining pipeline.
you know what's funny though? Actually, not really funny. It's just kind of depressing. That's not even the first person who's like our age who I've seen that scam with.
Really?
That's like the third or fourth. One of them happened to was my cousin.
What?
Yeah, I guess she's not technically really my cousin, but my mom and her mom were very close friends for a while, and we always hung out, and we're like, oh, we're cousins or whatever. But it happened to her, and I wanted to message her and be like, bro, what the fuck is this? Like, take this, remove yourself from this shit. But I'm like, whatever, you can fuck your life up. It's fine. But like, it's crazy. It's just funny because so many people always think, oh, pyramid schemes, that's so stupid.
Yeah,
I would
so
never fall for that shit. And then they
scheme.
do that. It's like, oh no, but this one's real. Oh my God.
I just dropped a bombshell on River.
You know,
It's probably all
not surprising.
Probably all those chemicals that gave her baby that big ass forehead.
Aww. Even if anyone is from high school who's watching this, you don't know who we're talking about because plenty of people from my high school have had babies now.
Yeah.
So.
By the way, I saw a front angle of the baby. It wasn't the angle before. It's a big forehead. Which is fun. Cute baby. Very cute baby. But big forehead. Which kind of adds to the cuteness.
I gotta say, there are some ugly babies.
Yeah.
Like, normally, a lot of people are like, oh, babies are so cute. That is too wide and general of a thing to say.
I was talking
There's
about
plenty of babies that are fucking ugly.
the other day when we were playing Apex and
yeah.
I saw a baby that looked like Beans from Even Stevens. Like,
I'm gonna put a picture
so
of that.
much like Beans from Even Stevens. It was great. You gotta do one of the face morphs thing. Get a picture of a baby and get a picture of Beans, and then see what
Get
it
some
looks
stock
like.
images.
Yeah.
Perfect amount. Podcast, but outside style.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it looks so much like Beans, and I was like, wow,
It's
that really
so
looks like
funny.
Beans. And I told Ashley, I was like, babe, I just saw a baby that looked like Beans. She was like, oh, no way. And then later, I think we were at the store or something, and like we're walking, I'm like, oh my God, it's the baby. And it came back, the mom, not the baby. But we saw the baby. The baby was like, hey.
Fuck you say to me, huh?
But came back around. I'm like, Ashley, look, it's the baby that looks like Beans. And she was like, oh my God, that baby looks like Beans.
You know what would be funny in that situation? We love Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
But we've said before that sometimes her social awareness isn't the best.
Uh-huh.
So in that situation, you're like, babe, look, it's the baby. She's like, oh, that's the baby who looks fucked up. Damn.
Oh my God.
She's like, God, that baby really is ugly.
That would be funny.
And then he comes out of his stroller. He's like, what's up? You got
He's
something to
like-
say? Say it to my face.
He's like, have you ever been on a hit children's show? Or a movie? Have you seen the Even Stevens movie?
No.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
It's kind of like a Scooby-Doo movie if Even Stevens was there.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
That's my synopsis.
It's so going back about that Bitcoin thing. It's so weird.
People want to make money. I get it.
I get it
They
too,
get trapped.
but how can you not like understand? I mean, I guess I don't know. People.
Well,
are,
it's like,
some people are
oh, you know,
stupid.
this sounds like pretty good. I'll put a little bit of money. Then over time, they put more. And then they're kind of trapped, and it's like, well, I guess I gotta do this now.
I guess. Also, make it a little more believable. Two
Yeah.
things that made that unbelievable.
My new whip.
I made this. No, that's not even unbelievable to me. Two unbelievable things.
Mhm.
First, comments were turned off. Why
Really?
would you, a person
That's pretty weird.
like who's a normal person like you or me, like not a Cody
Not a
Co or a
celebrity. Yeah.
H3 or like one of like, why would you, a normal person, remove comments?
A non-famous.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. And two, he said I made $30,000 from trading within 2 hours.
Also, he said Bitcoin mining, then he said trading,
Exactly.
which are not the same things.
I know this guy is not mining,
Yeah.
Minor.
Minor.
But yeah, so okay, you're right. 3 things. Yeah, mining is very. That's not just something you just like, oh yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Yeah.
That's like a big investment. You kind
Yeah.
of have to know a lot of shit to be able to do that.
Yeah.
You gotta have resources.
There's
to get
actually,
stuff.
dude, Norton Security keeps trying to get me to do this thing where basically they mine Bitcoin from my hardware, but then they pay me out some of the money.
Oh yeah, that's
And I was like,
that was another program that I
yeah.
used to see.
I was like, this cannot be real. And I looked it up, and people were like, yeah, they like mine Bitcoin.
Yeah, I think
And they're like, it sucks. Like you don't get anything.
Yeah, because
and,
like I mean, because if you actually want to like make money,
Yeah.
you need to have like
Well, it thrashes
best-
your hardware if you don't have like
yeah.
crazy good stuff.
yeah, like you see those like warehouses in like foreign countries or something where it's just like a big like
Just a billion
big
graphics
shipping
cards.
crates
Yeah.
with like 1,000 fucking 3080s
Dude,
or 3090s.
my sister's boyfriend, when Bitcoin was like first kind of a thing, he had like a really solid PC and he mined a bunch of Bitcoin, and he had like 20 on a hard drive somewhere. But then when it spiked, he couldn't find it
Ugh, I remember
because he had done it when it was like $2 a coin
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. And he was like, "I'll just keep this," and then he couldn't find it when it spiked.
Dude, I remember an old story from Noel on TNG podcast. Or no, it wasn't him, but there was they were talking about a story where a guy had a shit ton of Bitcoin on like a laptop, like like a secured laptop, like an encrypted or some shit. I don't know, and he didn't remember the password. He got it wrong 2 times, and there was one more time that you could get it wrong before it deletes like everything.
Oh yeah, like wipes it. Yeah. That's why
I would just kill myself.
I have my wallet password that now has 0 of anything in it, but I made it very secure just in case.
I bought like
So I'll just say where it is since there's nothing in it. I put it on tape underneath the wrist guard on my key tray, like my keyboard, and Sharpie.
nice.
Yeah. Also, I thought it'd always be cool to make like a puzzle, and when I die, send my like children or grandchildren on a national treasure style hunt for my Bitcoin.
They would be like Grandpa, what the fuck is this? Just give us the money.
Is that like my will reading, and it's like me on a video? I'm like, hello, here is your first clue out of like 30 clues, and like, shit.
You're like,
like,
my Bitcoin wallet, I wrote it down on the back of the Constitution in Washington, D.C. You need to break in and find it.
if anyone remembers my trip to Lithuania, it was to hide this in a Protestant church underneath this statue. There you will find the first clue
The first clue, yeah.
to your adventure of a lifetime.
But the order of the clues is like you start obviously here in the U.S.
Yeah.
and you go to Lithuania, and then you go to like Mexico. So it's like purposefully
And it's
across
like-
the fucking.
It's like the real treasure was the friendship and family that you make along the way, and they're just destitute at that point and have no
The
money.
very last clue is psych. I actually sold all of it a long time ago when I lost a shit ton of Cardano.
Yeah, that did happen to me.
I know.
Not that much,
They're
but
gonna
enough.
No, the final clue is if you want the real location of my wallet, watch the Perfect Amount podcast, episode 8. And it's just the story where you lost all the money and sold everything. They're like, what?
No.
They're like, this has to be the wrong episode.
That would be, on my deathbed, they're just like, oh, like it's okay to move on. I just go, subscribe to Perfect Amount podcast.
Oh, that'd be tough. Fuck.
That's like the 3rd time that's
I
happened.
know.
I'll pick that up after.
I'll fix it later.
Just something dumb like that.
Yeah.
Like you're like on your deathbed and you're like 2 beers. And they're like, what? And you're like, 2 beers. And they're like, 2 beers what? And you go, it's the perfect amount.
My name Jeff. They're like, who's Jeff? 'Cause they're young and stupid and they don't get the joke.
You just go, they're like, it's okay to move on. You go, try not to cry. Edition 3. Impossible difficulty.
Just remember, all women will cheat on you.
Well,
Some
you're
red
like-
pill shit.
You're just like the nicest guy like of all time, and you just on your deathbed, you're like, don't trust Italians. It's just something like super racist. you're like, long live Israel. You're like, what?
Donald Trump was the 46th president. It was rigged.
He's like,
They're like, what? That was like 80 years ago. What are you talking about?
Ronald Reagan was a good actor and an even better president.
John Wayne was super tolerant of black people.
John Wayne was not a racist. You're on your deathbed. Actually, pedophiles are only for children 12 and under. The word you're looking for.
Oh, God.
They're just like, what the fuck? Like, Grandpa. Oh my, dude. The reason I brought that up, there was like some dumbass on Twitter. So people were talking about how there's a bunch of like, the right is using like, oh, like people letting their kids transition are like pedophiles, right? Even it's like,
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's insane. Even though
Okay.
literally in Tennessee, there's like a lobbying push through by like the right to allow 14-year-olds to marry. So it's like,
Oh, cool.
all right,
Good for
projection.
them.
But then this one dumbass on Twitter, they call themselves the omni-liberal. They're like,
I gotta be honest, that's kind of a sick name.
yeah, but they're so stupid.
I agree.
But basically,
I don't know who
they
they
were
are, but-
dying on this hill of like both sides using the term pedophile incorrectly. But realistically, like they were like, oh, well, you just use it in like people that are 16, like it's not technically pedophilia. It's like this other thing, and everyone's like, wow, it's kind of a weird hill to die on, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, this sounds like I'm defending it, but I'm not. That was probably... I sort of understand.
It's like, is it true? Yeah, but the technicality doesn't matter.
It's,
in the
yeah, like,
circumstance.
how about blanket general thing? If you're over 18, probably shouldn't be fucking with anyone younger than
Yeah.
18. I think that's a normal... And
the,
if you
the only
are,
time
if
it's like I find it normal, it's like if you're in high school and like one of you turns 18, you know, like you're both. If it's like for a couple of months,
yeah, it's
there's no like power dynamic of like
yeah,
being older in that sense.
yeah. I think I might have told you this a while ago, but I was on TikTok and I saw this one video. It was this girl replying to a comment she received. So I went down the rabbit hole and I looked.
Okay.
I looked through like the whole story arc. And the first video, it was her. She was like, "Oh yeah, like." She's like, "My first kiss was with, this guy who was a freshman in college." Or no, she's like, "I'm talking to this guy who's a freshman in college, and she was 16 in high school, and all the comments were like, "Oh my god, like he's like a creep or whatever." Like normal, I guess. I would say that's normal.
Normal,
people
yeah.
to comment. But her reply was so funny. She made a video response. She's like, okay, look, guys, don't act like half of you in my comments section all the time are not above 18. I'm like, and of course I go through videos. I look at the comments. It's like all like 50-year-olds. I'm like, yep. But I thought that was a pretty ace response.
That's pretty funny.
Pretty silly.
Pretty silly. I guess my takeaway and your takeaway should be don't date people a lot younger than you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Once you're like 25,
Yeah.
like I feel like, I guess.
Well, once you're 25, what are you gonna have in common with a 16-year-old?
No, I'm saying like if you like a 25 is dating like a 35-year-old, like yeah, it's a lot of like. It's a big gap, but once you're 25, you kind of know who you are.
Well, but you're both adults
Yeah.
and you have your fucking lives.
I mean, I guess
already.
25 could be kind of young still.
You're almost
maybe,
25.
Like, yeah, I know. I'm young as hell. But like, maybe like once you hit 28 for sure, you can date up to fucking 115. Like it doesn't really matter because at that point you're
Yeah.
pretty much like who you're gonna be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's Tiger. Nice.
Hey, dagger.
Yeah. I don't know.
The younger you are, the more a gap matters.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Like-
yeah. Of course.
Like a 17-year-old dating like a 14-year-old, weird.
Yeah,
It's really
Yeah,
weird.
that's very weird.
But like a 24-year-old dating a 21-year-old, not that weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like kind of a gap. Like, you know what I mean? Like at a certain point, once you're older, it's whatever. But yeah, for younger people, it's definitely
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, enough of this weird shit.
Yeah.
I had something else I wanted to talk about.
I have a funny story from yesterday. I went to the store to get some tomatoes.
This is
And,
such a great story
No,
already.
but I was going to park and this lady was walking with her shopping cart. She just put her groceries away, and she like goes into the spot I'm gonna park at, and just like looks around, leaves the cart, and walks away. And I made eye contact with her, and I just go like that. She kind of looked away from me and just kept walking. I was like, "What the hell?"
People who don't put away their shopping carts, like, could you be more of a lazy piece
Right?
of shit person?
I'm like, are you serious?
Like, just
It was
do
literally the cart barn thing, you know, was like
Yeah.
30 feet away.
That's why I always like to park next to them.
Yeah.
Me and my dad do, because I never knew why he did this until like we were in high school or something. Like, so I'd never really driven, so I
Yeah.
didn't know. So I'm like, why do you always park near the thing? He's like, because this is like the one spot where people are most likely to actually put their carts away and not just leave it in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And, have
And
it roll
also,
into
if you
my
have a cart, put it away. Car's right there.
Yeah,
Easy.
exactly.
Easy.
And like, but just how lazy, like, bare minimum, just don't leave it in the like the spot or like
Yeah.
in the lot. Like, I'll admit I've been lazy sometimes. I've just parked it on like the planter, but even that is like I just do that so it doesn't roll away into someone's
Yeah.
car. Most, like 99.9% of the time, I'll put it away. If I'm in like a big fucking rush or something, then I won't.
If I'm really close,
Or
I'll
if
just
I'm, like-
put it back in the row a lot of the time.
Yeah, or if like I'm like really far from it, I'll just put it in the planter.
Mhm.
Like, you know, like the little square planters, I'll just like hitch it up there. Because
I gotta be honest, I'm kind of against that too. But
I mean, that's what I'm
you
just
know.
saying at the bare minimum. Do
yeah,
that.
bare minimum.
Because my main thing, because there's been times where it's been in the planter and it's kind of blocking me. I just get out and move it, but like, I just don't want it to roll away and hit anyone's car or like my
Yeah.
car. That's the main thing. But I always try and put them away. Like, if you don't, you are so lazy and stupid. It's just so easy to do.
Yeah, I just thought it was
I don't
funny
know.
because like I caught her. I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, in the act.
Yeah, and she was like, "Oh, she shrunk. She's a small
To-
woman."
She was a gremlin.
Yeah,
She's
little
like,
gremlin. She was going goblin mode.
Goblin mode is crazy.
Yeah.
I had what the fuck was I gonna say? I had something I wanted to. Oh, I know what it was. So this morning, the reason I was actually editing a clip was because I got frustrated that I couldn't do something else. So this morning, I recorded a song with my guitar.
I heard.
I was playing over another song, and I wanted to cover it and edit it, and just
Do it.
just cover it and put it on TikTok because the song is very short. I made the mistake of recording myself with first I plugged my guitar into my Mac through Logic so I can have the clean guitar audio and hear the song playing through my computer. And then I made the mistake of recording myself with the iPhone.
Nice.
So I did that. I'm done. I played it well. I'm like, perfect. Let's get to editing this. Plug my phone in to my PC
Mhm.
to take the video from there and put it on my computer so I can edit it together. I don't know what happened. It wasn't there.
It's gone.
The video that I took, or the picture I think that I screenshotted this morning, was there.
Mm-hmm.
But literally the one video that I needed was
Not there?
Oof. Not in the files. So I spent about 30 fucking minutes trying to figure out how to get videos and pictures from iPhone to PC. I get it. They're competitors. But Jesus fucking
Was it
Christ.
impossible?
Make it a little more simple. Dude, I was going fucking insane. Please, just a little bit more simpler. It's unbelievable how fucking ridiculous it is.
That's how I felt.
I didn't even get to do it.
My Skate 3 emulator.
Exactly, but you got that to work at least.
That's true.
I never even got it to work. Because obviously at first I'm like, oh, I'll just email it to myself. And then it's like, oh, the video is too long to be sent over email. Like, why?
Oh, you know what you have to do? I don't know if it'll work, but what I do is you send it as like a Google Drive file. But then the video can take up to like a day to render.
Process,
because that's what I had to do with...
That's what I used to do with my Apex clips.
That clip I was trying to show you that took me like a day to give it to you.
Oh,
that's what I had to do.
That's what I used to do when I would want to get it on my phone. Or backwards, but... Yeah, so it's just... I keep plugging my phone in, and then once the video finally shows up, because whatever reason, it finally shows up, I'm like, oh, there it is. Right. Drag it over. This device is not reachable. Huh? What? It's plugged in, and it says
right there.
It says Apple iPhone, it's charging. And then, of course, I look it up, and all these fucking idiots on the website are like, just plug the iPhone into your PC, and on your phone, unlock it, and click Trust This Computer. I know. I've done that so many times. And make sure to click Allow this computer to access your photos. I know. I've done that. It doesn't work. This is not the issue that I'm having. It's so... Oh, my God. It makes me want to cut my dick off. It's unbelievable how fucking ridiculous it is. It is so frustrating.
Wow. Yeah.
It's giving me like a panic attack. It's just so annoying. So I don't know if I'm going to ever edit that. I would like to post it because it's a good song, and I think I played it very well. It's a NoFX song.
Okay.
But, yeah, whatever. That's my rant about that.
Honestly, this week, nothing really happened to me. I got sick.
You did get sick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, by the way, I got a bone to pick with you since this is the podcast. This is the cast where we do that. I go to work Monday morning. I see a notification. John Lennon's butt crack has posted a tweet.
Uh-huh.
And it was you with a negative COVID test.
Right.
So were you going to tell me that you thought you might have COVID at some point?
Well, I wanted a test. I didn't know.
Well, yeah, but like a heads up would be like, hey, dude,
I
might have COVID.
Here's the thing. Saturday and Sunday, Saturday after we went to Chili's, I had like a little bit of a sore throat, but I was like...
That was that last weekend. Holy shit.
Yeah. I was like, oh, it'll like probably go away. Woke up the next morning. It was pretty much gone. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I got like a little congested Sunday, had a little bit of a sore throat Sunday night. And then like Monday at like midnight of Sunday, like Monday, because I had been watching my sister's dog. I was like, I'm going to call out work tomorrow because I'm not getting enough sleep, whatever. Wake up Monday, feel like ass. I'm like, okay, I'm going to take a COVID test just to make sure, right? Took it, negative. I was like, okay, sweet, we're fine. I'd just been congested. Took another one on Wednesday. It was negative again, so it was like, whatever. But there was never really a point where I was like by the time I was like, I wonder if it is COVID, I had a test. So I was like, I'll just take it now.
But you were still sick.
I was sick, yeah.
And you made dinner for me.
What day? On Monday?
Any of the beginning of the weekdays.
Well, yeah, I like washed my hands and everything. I wasn't sneezing on the food.
Yeah, but I know, you mouth breather.
Okay.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah, it was
That's
fun.
why we have the podcast, so we can just
air it
so I
out.
can just talk about why I'm mad at you this week.
Yeah.
I get annoyed with you for very inconsequential, not real problem things.
Uh-huh.
And then I ask you about it, and then you're like, "Oh, this is why." I'm like, "Okay, cool."
Yeah, just gotta explain what happened.
That's about it.
Yeah, there was never a point that I thought I had COVID.
You're like,
until like basically I took the test.
you're like sick as fuck, bedridden. You're like, "Yeah, bro, I'm good. You want to record today?
Yeah.
You want to play Apex?"
Because even on Monday when I woke up feeling like pretty sick, I didn't feel that sick. I woke up at like 4 a.m. with Ashley when she went to work, and I came out and made some sausage biscuits. So like,
oh, I forgot we had those.
yeah, I wasn't feeling that bad, but yeah, it was fine. Just congestion mostly.
Yeah.
Can't breathe.
When you wake up in the morning, is your face swollen?
Yeah.
Okay, mine too.
Like good amount of time.
Because a lot of the times, right when I wake up, I'm like, oh, I have an idea for a TikTok, and then I record it. I'm like, God, I look so ugly.
Look at blueberry head.
Like I gotta delete this, purge it. I'm over it. I don't know. Also, another TikTok I made that I thought was funny was just me, and I'm like, hey, yo, shout out to all the people who only look good from one angle. I'm like, because that's me. It is frustrating. Like, when I record a video.
What's your side? Left or right?
Well, here's the thing. Like, center like this, like, I'm okay. And, like, a little bit to my left, I think I'm good. But as soon as I get the profile shot, I'm fucked. Lost followers.
I think my profile is my strongest.
I think so, too.
Because I got a nice sharp chin.
Well, no, you are just... No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to worry about anything, is my point.
Let's go. Thanks, man.
Us ugly people... Oh, the camera shut off. See, the camera shut off because they knew.
It went back to river.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I
They...
mean, it did shut off, but it's static.
It's just... It's frustrating. Because if I want to make a TikTok, I'm like... I have to make sure I look good from this angle. If I don't, reshoot it.
Gotta do reshoots.
My goal on TikTok is to lie about how I look for as long as I can.
Right.
Until I get famous, and then someone takes a picture with me, and they're like, why does he look like this from this angle?
Like, I wasn't sure if this guy was River, but he said he was, so I don't know.
His jaw was weak as fuck. I
It's
didn't know
on
it was him.
The River Gaba subreddit.
Yeah.
Guys, is this River?
See, here's the thing. You would think that since I have an underbite, I have a stronger chin, but I think it works to my detriment, actually.
Isn't that what? Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Because normally if you want to, like, say you have, act like you have a cool jaw, you go like that.
Right. Producers in the house.
All right, the police is here. I guess we're ending because...
Yeah.
Well, anyways, that's 30 minutes anyways.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Why are you waving?